Hello and welcome. Today I will show you how to connect the SIMATIC Industrial Thin Client to a remote VNC server. VNC, similar to the IDP protocol, is being used to display the desktop content of a remote PC. The configuration is being done in 3 easy steps, which I will show you on the device directly. The first step is the assignment of the device name. I can do this using the on-screen keyboard or a remotely connected USB keyboard. I assign the name ITC 1500. I may also change the administrator's password, but I will keep the default for today. So I can go to the next step, which deals with the network parameters. The network parameters can be assigned either way, dynamically using a DHCP server or statically by typing the IP address and subnet mask manually in. I choose the IP address 172.16.100.15. Go into the next input field, which is the subnet mask, populates already an appropriate configured subnet mask. So we can advance to the third step, which deals with the connection setup. Under connection type, there is a drop-down list where I can choose the VNC connection, which I would like to set up now. The connection name I have to assign for easier identification later on. It will be host computer VNC. The VNC server's IP address I have to type in as well, which is 172.16.100.27. If this connection is being password protected, I have to type in the password as well. I'd like that industrial thin client device to automatically start this connection. I like to save it as my favorite. And in case of loss of connection, I'd like that ITC to automatically reconnect. I'm saving these connection settings, which I just made, and restart the device. During that restart, the industrial thin client takes over the just made configurations into their default settings, applies them to the network interface card, and tries to get in touch with the remote server. The connection is now being established, and I can freely move around on the desktop of that remote computer, just as I would have been sitting in front of it. I can open the Explorer, for instance, read files, and execute applications. On the lower corner of the screen, we will see the menu bar with the favorites list, and there is a single entry in that which is called host computer VNC. This is our just created connection. In the active connection list, we also see that the host computer VNC connection is the only connection which is active as of right now. On the left-hand side of that menu bar, I do have access to the configuration screens. The configuration screens allow me to adjust changes if I have to adapt settings to a different environment, such as the device name or the IP address settings. In order to do this, I have to log on as the administrator. I can adjust the device name in the System tab. The IP settings and network mask will be adjusted in the Network tabs, and all the connections which have been configured already I can see in the Connections tab. Each of these connections can be tested or adjusted with the Edit button if you need to. I don't want to do any changes right now, so I'm going straight back to the remote desktop. With the configuration menu, I also have access to USB devices which are connected directly to that industrial thin client using the USB ports on the back of this panel. The USB devices can contain documents such as manuals or getting started, which I can read using the integrated PDF reader. Now I do have 3 entries in the list of active connections. One for the reader, for the PDF reader, the other one for the Media Explorer, and last but not least, also the still active host computer VNC connection, which I will change to right now. With the SIMATIC Industrial Thin Client, thanks to Ethernet, you can easily use multiple connections over very long distances.
you.